From apples and cherries to wheat and hops, agriculture is vital to Washington's economy, and one of the biggest threats is bugs. Right now, the Washington State Department of Agriculture is conducting its annual survey of pests that can wreak havoc on crops. I spoke with the pest program manager, Sven-Erik Spitziger, about this important work. What are some of the top priority pests that we know are already in our state?
Unfortunately, we're dealing with Japanese beetle, which is an insect that has been on the eastern portion of the United States since very early in the 1900s. But we have managed to keep it out of the state of Washington for several decades. Unfortunately, a few populations were discovered. We've been working very hard to eradicate those populations, but unfortunately, the battle continues. We really need people's help to consent to property treatments, and that that's going to go a long way in helping us get that pest under control and eventually, hopefully, wiped out. And we have some good evidence that can be accomplished because some other Western states have been able to do that as well. And then, of course, we have spongy moth, which, we're under constant threat of introduction, not just from the eastern part of the United States, but also from its native range in southeastern Asia.
And what kind of eradication efforts are taking place in Western Washington specifically when it comes to the Japanese beetle and the spongy moth?
Okay, most of the Japanese beetle eradication efforts are occurring in eastern Washington. However, there was a population found in the SeaTac area, and treatments have started in and around the SeaTac area, around Angle Lake specifically, which is where the infestation seems to be centered. Most years, we have folks come out to visit our great state of Washington, and they bring all kinds of things with them, and unfortunately, sometimes they bring things with them that have egg masses of spongy moths attached to them from the East Coast. But because of our vibrant economy and the deep water ports that we operate, we also get a lot of cargo vessels that get egg masses unfortunately deposited on them while we are doing commerce. And all of these things have the opportunity to jump ship, so to speak, and establish here in Washington.
Is there anything else that the public could help in any way, help you guys fight this issue?
Certainly not Japanese beetle, but invasive species in particular. The folks of Washington have really been top-notch, and not just calling in reports of unwanted pests, but stepping up and helping. We can look back at Washington's response to the hornet, where folks actually ran traps with their own money on their own properties, and really helped us determine, where the hornets were. So the resources that we have to dedicate towards these responses can be really focused. And so anytime folks can help out with that type of thing, it's really good. And the reports are, I'm going to say 50%. We do an awful lot of surveys, and they do detect things, but when people call it in, it is really helpful for us.
Right, so if they see something, call it in. That's very helpful right there. So for all the details on Washington's pests and how to report them, we have a link to the Agriculture Department's website at fox13seattle.com/links. We'll be right back.